one name. Inglewood up all the way to the bay.
Grew up in the ghetto.
Real project babies. Got it all, got it all. This radio's
What's good, y'all? It's your boy J.Brock and it's Clapitup LA. I'm with my boy, Mr. Got It All himself. Hot sauce. Y'all, man, this is a man of many different talents. A foodie, he do skits, a comedian, a marketer, a rapper. You know what I'm saying? And let me not forget,
Hold on.
I ain't gonna say the word, F being broke. Y'all, man.
You hear me?
Hey, so Hot Sauce, how you doing today,
I'm
man?
doing all right, man.
Okay. And also, before I forget, shout out to Toes Home Cleaning. This would not be possible without Toes Home Cleaning. By the way, you get a 25% discount if you need a cleanup. So make sure you tap in with Toes Home Cleaning. Now listen up. I only know of 2 hot sauces in the world, right?
Yeah.
I know what the legend and one legend.
Yes, sir.
And then we got this hot sauce right here. Now let me ask you this. You said that your boys gave you the name Hot Sauce because you used to dribble the ball so much before you passed it. But here's the real question. Was you really like that?
Come on now, I was close enough. You better do your homework. Where my Audubon Eagles at? My Audubon, we got trophies. Mom, break out the trophies.
Hey, Hot Sauce say he was really like that. Y'all might not be able to see him on the court.
Still got it.
Oh, you still got it?
Still got it.
All right. Now listen, the beginning of you rapping, you know, you said that you would be at Audubon with your homies, you know what I'm saying? They both would be rapping. Hot Sauce was the beat maker. But when Hot Sauce would rap, they were kind of like, I don't really want to hear it. But let me ask you this. Was it something that gradually built up or was it obvious from the start? Like, we don't want to hear this nigga rapper. You know what I'm saying?
It was low key, like I would say like one punchline and then I wouldn't know how to follow it up after that.
Okay.
So I would just say one hot little punchline and after that it'd just be a bunch of like, what are you talking about, man? Come on, man. They would always tell me, bro, you got to keep going. You say your opening line and at that point it ain't interesting no more. Like others know how to just keep it going, you know?
Yeah. And so, now you said, you kept on going though.
Yes,
you know what I'm
sir.
saying? Regardless. Now, typically, especially in our beginnings, when we get started with something and we understand that people not feeling us, it's easy for us to quit. The dream is crushed. It's over. No more division. What kept you so determined? You said you went home and you would write the raps, you would rap them, then you go to the homies and they still tell you it was weak. What kept you so determined to keep going and getting better even though nobody else was feeling you?
Well, shit, I was just always a fan of rap music. Okay. You know, I was just always so much a fan of rap music that everybody want to write a rap or write something. So, you know, I just would I don't know, keep jotting stuff down in my head, keep going to beats that I would like. And then social media helped me a lot because it allowed me to put the camera in front of my face without the criticism and film myself, critique myself, rap it again, critique myself, rap it again. Okay, that one should be good. Then put it out. Versus just rapping in front of everybody and they criticizing me. By the time I give it to y'all now on social media, I know for sure it's got to be a few bars in there you like.
Okay, so social media
helped a lot.
So social
my
media
confidence.
helps you. Okay, there you go. Because see, what people don't understand is a lot of the time you could just jump on social media, but you got to get the heart to go ahead and do it. Because see, before you post it, you thinking about who gonna like it, who not gonna like it. They not, you know what I'm saying? So that's good that you did that because, like you said, it helped you build your confidence. That right there, y'all, that's real game on Clapitup LA. So listen up. We're gonna take it to the 9th grade. You know, 9th grade, you say what really made you not really want to go full-fledged in the gangbanging was when your boy got killed. You realized, I don't really want that. You know what I'm saying? You say, I stayed grounded and I patiently worked on my common sense. And as they say, common sense isn't so common. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of us don't even know where to even begin to practice with working on common sense. Now, what was that process in order for you to strengthen your common sense? What did you go through? Like, or how did you begin to think about that?
People I went to school with since elementary, I'm seeing them get put on. And like next week, they in jail. You feel me? A month later, he's smoking Sherm. A few months after that, this dude doing that. This dude doing. The bodies was dropping and just like shit. I wasn't ready to cross over to that next. You feel me? It was a heavy influence, so it was easy for all of us around, especially the males, to imitate what we seen so easily. So, but when it came down and really, you ready to do it? Like hell nah, nigga right there. He just got life. He just got this. He just got that. He over there smoking this. Oh nah, I'm cool. You know, and so that right there would just made me practice my common sense. Just seeing, I don't know, you know, seeing other people trials and tribulations right in my face immediately, like short. You feel me? Immediately.
And see, you know what? I know that coming up, I went to Webster Middle School. It was a lot of that going on too. People, it was like middle school, early high school years. You start seeing everybody just they gangbanging now. That's kind of like the cool thing to do. So when you decide not to do that, did you lose any friends or face any type of criticism? Are you a buster? You scary?
Nah, because I never been no yee. I ain't never been no yee, so I didn't lose no friends. Even homies that got put on still fuck with me the long. Am I allowed to curse on this?
Nah, you good, bro. Do
so
your
even
thing.
homies that got put on still fuck with me the long way. But it was a difference once a lot of them crossed that line, because now they going over here, you can't come this way, you feel me? So, or I don't know, you know, they started getting jail time and whatnot, but I'm still locked in with everybody I grew up with, that gang bang or don't gang bang.
Okay,
you know?
well, so you know what, that's good, because that's how you know you had real friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Because a lot of people, when it, like the peer pressure, you talk about peer pressure, a lot of people when it come to peer pressure and we figure out you don't want to do this, bro, I can't hang with you no more. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not trying to go to the depth that I'm trying to go. But that's good that you were an individual and strong-minded enough to do that.
And then I had a close homie, me and my closest homie, we both was based on the same thing. So he didn't join, I didn't join, and I'm with him every day. Okay. But we still got hundreds of other peers around us who influences us. But my closest one I was with every day, you know, he didn't do it, I didn't do it. So we was like, man, you in hell now. You come on, I feel you, bro. Let's go get this job.
Got you. 100. I understand that 100%. You know, and I realized that too. I didn't want to be under that heat, because at any moment you got to be ready to go all in. Yeah. All right, now in 2014. You post a video, you say, I am officially a comedian. Hot Sauce on the stage, got the crowd dying, laughing, you doing your thing, right? And the thing is, this was the first time you got on stage. But people were saying it was like you've been on stage for years. Yeah. And before performing, because I can relate, because my first time actually speaking to a football team, bro, I was nervous, shaking like a stripper, felt like my heart was beating out my chest. What were you feeling moments before you stepped foot on that stage?
Man, butterflies, nervousness, but at the same time, I always felt like I was made for some type of stage. My mom watched Comic View and Def Comedy Jam so much. It's like, I remember watching the shows with her. And even as an adult, I'd be sitting around eating my lunch at work, watching old Def Comedy Jam, watching old comedians, Dave Chappelle, Eddie Murphy, you know, Martin Lawrence, Kevin Hart. I would just sit and watch these things so much to where when it was my turn, I just imitated what I seen. Like Dave Chappelle was relaxed coming out, I gotta be relaxed. But I did have a lot of butterflies.
Yeah.
You know, coming out, I was cool, but once I got on that stage and turned around and looked in that crowd and everybody looking at me, it was like,
was you like,
I played it off, but I was basically just, you know, go back and look at that set. I was saying my jokes too quick, quick. I wasn't even letting the laughs settle. I would come with the next joke so quick because I'm nervous. All right, that's all, y'all. They're like, why you get off, man? You could have kept going. You was doing good, but that nervousness was real.
I feel that. So let me ask you this: everything that you rehearsed, did it all come out, or did you forget some stuff?
All of it didn't come out because I only went up there and did it for like maybe 3-4 minutes, but I had like 10-15 minutes worth of material, and I rehearsed that whole week and a half, 2 weeks.
We're gonna jump into that. Okay, now you said this was the best feeling of your life. You know what I'm saying? This was the best feeling that you ever felt in your life. Describe what that was, if you can put it in words. Like, what was it in your stomach? Was it in your spirit? How was this the best feeling that you felt in your life?
Just to be public speaking like that in front of you know, a crowd of your own, mixed with other people who don't know you, the reaction to know like, oh, what I did is good, you know? It's like making a cake and somebody tasting some of it, like they like it, you feel me?
Like, I get that 100%. So you got some funny jokes, man. Hot Sauce got some funny jokes on there, okay? Now the first one was it was when you were talking about how you posting a picture or video, right? You like, yeah, they gonna like this, they gonna feel this, right? But you post it and you only get 3 likes on it, and then you get 2 unfollows. And look, that's a fact right there. Then you talk about how you should not be on your stomach talking to your homie on the phone, and then you had your legs crossed up on the stage. I'm like, no, that's for sure a flag on the play. You better not ever do that.
For real.
Now, how long did it take you to come up with this material? And you said you rehearsed it. Now, how much time did you spend rehearsing? Did you spend hour after hour rehearsing it, or how, you know, what actually?
Hour after hour. I just had a security job at the time, and we was supposed to do hourly patrols. And I would do my patrols, and I would go on the roof maybe a few times out the day. It didn't take long to come up with it. It came quick. You know, my jokes could come quick because I'm just off the dome a snapper like that.
Okay, and you know what I noticed, that you be putting in all kind of work in that work uniform.
Oh,
You know what I mean? You don't let that slow you down at all. And we gonna for sure jump into that now. Now I ain't gonna say the word, but it's F being broke. F being broke, ENT. You did good pressure. You know what I mean? Good pressure. Now, how did you come up with that name?
What, the FBB?
Yeah, FBB.
Well, that's a clique of homies. I didn't come up with that. That was already a clique of homies I grew up with. Shout out to my boy Joey P. And you know, and I basically just joined in line with the clique that they were pushing. You know?
And so y'all were rapping and doing things of that nature?
Not necessarily rapping. Nobody was really rapping.
It
was more so just, you know, party promotions and just, you know, figuring out what kind of businesses we could start. It was more so on a business level.
Understood.
You know, but a clique of friends is who's coming up out of being late teens, you know.
Understood that. Y'all watch out for that. If being broke. Now, hot sauce can eat. Now, what made you jump into this, going to these? I mean, you got a post, bro. You got the oxtails on deck. You got the mama's chicken sandwich with the cheese on there. You know what I'm saying?
That boy good.
Hey, man. All I can say is to God be the glory, baby. God bless him right here. Now, what made you jump into that?
Man, I was eating so damn much, and
he said I'm
eating so much, and, you know, and the social media. I remember Instagram was new. Even when I first seen somebody with an Instagram, they was taking a picture of their food, and they said food porn. So I just started taking pictures of everything and just, you know, posting it, especially the ones that look good, and figured I'd make this food page, but not put my face on it, and hopefully it'll take off. This is before the comedy, before the rap, everything. I'm like, I'm gonna make a food page, and I'm gonna make these bomb pictures, and it's gonna take off. They never gonna know it's the black nigga doing it.
You know what? That's what I can say about your Instagram too. I seen the different phases. For a minute, it looked like you was a shoe head. Were you really doing was you feeling like that for a second?
I mean, I was a little bit, but it's some real sneaker heads out there. Shout out my boy Mike Jones. Shout out my boy Lil J. It's some real sneaker heads out there, sneakers to the ceiling, and I ain't messing with them. I just had a few pair and was just happy.
You wanted to show them off. That boy had them eggplants on there. You had the J's on there. You wasn't playing, y'all mean? So now, at one point, nigga eating all this food, bro. You got to be concerned about your health at a certain point, right? What I'm saying? Now, at one point, Sauce said, I'm about to take my weight serious, okay? Now, you get to the point where you going so hard in the gym that you going to the gym in your work uniform. And I can relate to that because I had to do the same thing, bro. I got so big, I'm like, all right, I don't want to go home and change my clothes. I just need to go straight from work to the gym.
Well, that gym was actually at the job.
Okay.
Shout out to Metro. They got a gym at every single division, and it's over 19, 18 divisions all across LA County. So
shout out to Metro.
You know, get off the bus and you walk right past a room full of people waking out. It's like, you gonna keep going? Most people keep going, but somewhere in my mind, I would see other coworkers with tremendous stomachs and way overweight, and I'm like, bro, if I'm gonna be here a long time, I gotta do something. But I'll fall off, pick it up, pick it up. It come down to me just self-motivation. You know, it's hard to be consistent, I ain't gonna lie, especially with the hectic work schedule. Definitely
it is, but that is convenient that they had that there for you.
It's there for you.
Because I was a truck driver. Man, bro, I started eating chips every day, delivering to gas stations, liquor stores, eating chips.
You want to stay up behind the wheel.
Oh my God,
man, it's hard.
It got bad, and the only way that I can really consistently work out was just go ahead and go to work in my uniform, and I lost like 20 pounds in like 6 weeks.
Oh, shout out to that.
Man, for real, we gotta clap it up to that right there. Clap it up to hot sauce.
Good pressure.
What we gotta do. You know what I mean? Good pressure. Now, the McDonald's high C video, okay? You said this video started a lot of momentum for you, okay? And now, I don't know if y'all know, but right now, McDonald's is bringing the high C back.
They said summer 2021.
Okay, we on now. Thank you, Hot Sauce. Hot Sauce did that for us, man. Y'all gotta give it up for him. Now, listen up. If y'all didn't see the video, y'all have to go on Hot Sauce Instagram, and y'all gonna have to do some scrolling. Now, you gonna repost it again, ain't you? Okay, so look.
I definitely repost it again.
Hot Sauce go nutty, right? He go up in there. I told you they ain't got no more to high C. He go up in there with his boy, right? And then Hot Sauce ends up behind the counter. Oh, you don't hear me? Okay, well, where the high C at? Now, what made you have the balls to go behind the register and do that?
Now, this is some real shit right here. I was desperate. I was going through a lot at the time. People don't even know. I was living in a shelter with my daughter. I just got full custody of my daughter. Broke up with my baby mama. She put me out because our own little personal reasons. So I'm back with my daughter at my mom's house. Mom was on Section 8. You can't be here. I found a program out in Marina Del Rey. They let me stay in the shelter. And at that point, I was just like, man, I got to do something. Something got to change. I'm working, but I'm working part-time hours because I'm scared to go full-time because who's going to watch my daughter? She was only like 6 or 7 at the time. And it was just hard, you know. And I got desperate, and I thought about Boot Gang. And I'm like, man, Boot Gang blew up because he went in. And this wasn't the best idea. Like, I don't like, it ain't always good to just go and do a gang of stupid shit to get clout or attention. But I was thinking, what can I do to just get people attention? So I mapped out a plan to do that, but follow up with something immediately after that. And, you know, and I told my boy, he was a little scared to do it. Like, man, we go to jail for that? I'm like, I had already went to McDonald's and checked for trespassing signs behind the counter. I didn't see nothing. I'm like,
so you planned this?
I planned this.
Okay.
I went there on my own time. Like, I don't see no trespassing sign. I ain't gonna touch nothing. I ain't gonna take nothing. I'm just gonna go behind the counter and just roast everybody. And it's gonna go viral, I'm telling you. And the High C Orange had just left. Everybody mad.
Everybody mad about that one.
You know, I tried it and thought it was gonna go up. It didn't go up, but that next one did.
Yeah, so the next one we're about to talk about right now. You doing the They Got Roaches video, okay? And so you went and you went to the Louisiana Fried Chicken on Manchester and Normandy, and you came out. Everybody talking about wait, Hot Sauce got the shirt open, the Lakers shirt open. Everybody talking about they don't want Louisiana Fried Chicken on Manchester and Normandy because they got roaches. Then you talk about how they got the A and they should have a B. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so in the caption, as you got into in the caption, you were talking about people. The day before you had prayed. You prayed like God, give me a sign. I'm depressed by my current living situation. Coming from where I'm from, you know, now coming from where we from. When depression is real. That's what you got to know. Depression is real. Now, when you come from where we from, depression is often ignored. It's kind of like, bro, you tripping, bro. Stop tripping like that. Yeah. But depression is real. So, did you have anybody that you could talk to about what you were going through that actually understood, or was it just like nobody understood?
No, I had people to talk to, but I didn't really want to talk to nobody because it's just like once people know your problems, a lot of times they can't help you. They just know your problem now. Now they about to gossip when you walk away with the crowd that they with, even if it's not intentionally. Even if they're not intending to be negative about it, people talk. And I was like, you know, I'm gonna keep this to myself. Okay. You know?
Understood. Now, being depressed, how were you still able to take action? Because this is your purpose ultimately. You finding your purpose throughout the stuff that you got going on. You're finding your purpose.
For real.
Now, how are you still able to act on it while with shooting these videos? I know you said you were desperate, but how were you able to mentally get through it and actually continue to put this stuff out?
I don't know. I always felt like, you know, even if you look at my social media name, Sauce23 FBB, that 23 of course was for Michael Jordan, you know. Okay. Growing up, I always was a big Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson, Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, just the greats. And they always put their minds past any situation, even Kobe. You know, going through things, you got to keep going. So
Facts.
I felt like I can always do that. And, you know, I don't know. I just felt like I got to keep going. I had a good job. You know, I got a career job. I'm part-time by choice, which was dumb. I should have went full-time when I would have been able to pay for a babysitter. Okay. But my mind was thinking otherwise. Okay. And I have my daughter and I have my kids, you know. Even my son, his name is Jordan. So, you know, I just felt like if these dudes could do it, if I want to be great like them, through any situation, I got to put my foot in that Mamba mentality.
100,
so no matter
Mamba
what,
mentality.
It was basically that. It came down to that. I went in Mamba mentality mode, and I'm like, no matter what, I'm about to make something happen right now. And everything just rolled out, but it started with that prayer. When I say I prayed, it wasn't I prayed real quick or I wrote it on the caption. No, I really got on my knees and put my hands together and said a prayer. And within the next week, everything was different.
Facts. Now look, that's what we call good pressure. We're going to pop it up to that. Hot Sauce made it out of that door time. Now, would you say at that point in time, were you really just ready to give up on everything? You know, you were just...
I mean, I thought about that when my birthday had struck because it was my birthday. I didn't have nothing. My girl at the time, she was trying to make my day by giving me, you know, whatever she can give me, take me out to eat. But I was like, man, mentally, I ain't care about none of that right now. You know, I was just going through a lot. I was going through a lot, so... But it wasn't as much as other people, so I couldn't really be too mad. I fell into that little depressing mode, you know? Nothing like waking up on your birthday and you ain't got what you intended to want. But I was like, I pushed through it. I got over it and mapped out that plan and executed.
Okay.
You know?
And now, not only did Hot Sauce go viral, But Hot Sauce got approved for the 2-bedroom apartment you were looking for.
Yeah.
And you also got the position to be a manager.
This boy good. Boy, that boy good.
Time out. Listen up. Now, and after that, you went on to make a viral song. We're going to get into that. Don't you talk about it, Chick, because I know you're ready to talk about it. Now, look, you made a viral song, okay? But before we get into that song, we got to give them a little bit more history of everything that you went through, because pieces had to come together before that Really From the Village could actually make this history that it made. Now, Hot Sauce, would you say God is good?
God is good.
All the time.
All the time.
All the time. You got to clap it up for that, baby.
Good pressure.
Good pressure. Hey, like they say, pressure busts pipes, but it also make diamonds. And you looking at one right here. You dig what I'm saying?
Hold on.
All right. Now you spoke on the power of prayer. Okay, and people have to understand it all. Whatever you want, all God wants you to do is ask for it. Okay, now let me ask you this: do you feel that how important has prayer been for you throughout your whole entire process? Did you become more of a prayer at that point in time, or have you always been like praying for things?
I mean, you know how it be. Like I don't know how I'm gonna say you know how it be, but I've always prayed for things, but a lot of times how we always pray when things is going rough. Like I prayed for a good job. I prayed for get a good car. I prayed that I would get my financial situation in order. But consistently, you know, as soon as you get what you want, you forget to keep praying. But growing up, I've always said some type of prayer, you know, so, you know.
100. Hey, prayer. Don't be ashamed to pray. Now listen up. Everybody don't get to go viral. Everybody ain't went viral. I'm still waiting on my moment. No, I'm just playing. But listen, you went viral. Now, how did that moment feel to you? Okay, we know everything you've been through, but just actually basking in the moment. Like, you posted the Louisiana chicken video, and you had like 12K views on Facebook. Then you went up to like 19K. Then it just kept going and going and going. How was that moment for you?
I mean, it felt regular, but at the same time, it felt like, damn, that's active. One dude reposted it on Facebook. He hit like 100,000 within like a few days, but he didn't tag me. I'm like, man, everybody in the comments like, who is this? He's funny. I'm like, bro, tag me. He took it down. I was like, why you take it down, bro? He's like, man, I didn't want all that attention no more. Everybody keep hitting me up. I'm like, I should have asked him to tag me. I should have been happy with my face on there, you know?
Hey, but you know what? It all added up to something. It all added up to something. Now, at the same time, you're posting your rap videos, okay? And you're not getting a whole lot of likes. You're not getting a lot of attention. But because you're staying consistent, the more you post, the better you get, the more people are starting to actually catch on, and you're starting to get more attention. Now, before you got on IG and posted your rap videos, how long have you been YouTubing the beats and actually rapping? We actually talked a little bit about that, huh? Yeah.
Well, basically, all throughout my, you know, all growing up, like I said, my best friend, Dapper said, he always we will always listen to music and beats and instrumentals. We always wanted to rap. We never actually went to the studio, but we always would sit around, smoke weed, turn beats on, even rap over songs that was playing, you know? So we always tried to do that. So I always did it, but like I said, it was never nothing hot.
Okay, it wasn't nothing hot, but he kept going, you know what I mean? Now, at this point, you're really not taking rap serious. You're kind of like, I'm a comedian, bro, and the whole Lotto situation happened. Shout out to Lotto, free Lotto.
Free Lotto.
You said now, you that's this thing right there. Now you said that basically what happened was Lotto, you had been posting your rap videos. Lotto caught wind. You reached out and shared the video. You gave him his flowers on there, and then Lotto reached back and said, "Come on, bro, let's do something." And you kind of like, "Nah, I'm straight." You finally went on ahead and did it. He sent you 5 beats. Okay, throughout those 5 beats, what was the feeling? Can you describe the feeling that you got about the Really From the Village beat? Because you said it was a feeling, and you was kind of like on your Bay Area
so
thing.
Like I said, I was in that shelter, and it was one of the nights when I didn't want to go inside the actual my little single unit I had, and I sat in the car. Like, let me go through these beats. I like to sit in the car to hear the sound loud, not just on my cell phone. So I sat in the car. As I'm going through them, that last beat came on, and I've always been a fan of Bay Area music, you know. And Mac Dre, Keek the Sneak, E40, it gave me that type of vibe on that last beat when it came on, like dun 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 dun, 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 and I just felt them going stupid, going dumb. In my mind, I just had this bob, and I was like, man, this could go, and I don't know, it just rolled off the tongue. Like I said, being a fan of Michael Jackson, even my opening line, I said, all these bitches want to be grown.
Yeah, facts. You got off on that.
Mike Jack. So you feel me? So
leave me alone.
That was back to me always being a fan of Michael Jackson. So it was like everything added up at that point of me sitting in that car. And I was like, man, this is hard, but I still wasn't confident. It took like a whole week for Lotto to hear that.
I understand that. Now, here's the thing that people got to understand. Now, you said it seemed like the majority of people wasn't feeling you. But, okay, while they not feeling you over there, you got these people telling you, nigga, you hard. Yeah. Like, keep going. How did you learn how to deal with that type of scenario? Because it's kind of like you're gonna hear it from both sides. Now, was that what affected your confidence, and was that what made you feel like, okay, I'm gonna just take this comedy serious, I'm not gonna get into rap? Was it the whole confidence thing about what people would say, or was it more so you just were that committed to comedy?
Well, slightly before that, it was more so me and the homies had this little battle rap week where it's like me and a few homies, we went at it on the gram, battle rapping each other, and rest in peace Big B. Big B and this barber I used to go to, my boy Lucci, they would basically egg us on social media like, oh man, Sauce, you got something, the rapping comedian, y'all not ready for the rapping comedian. And then the homies had bars, they been rapping, you feel me? And it would motivate me. I would get up in the morning and have some on the gram at 8 o'clock in the morning. And you know, Big B commenting and everybody commenting. That battle rap week is the raps that Lotto actually was referring to, really, when I really think about it. It was a week full of just me and homies going back and forth. I'm literally dissing you. I get tagged by you 2 hours later, you dissing me. And it was like, we was playing, but it was serious. And that whole week, Lotto seen me going at everybody. They was teaming up on me. You know, homies that actually, it was homies that was actually official. So they was teammating, making it a gangbang. It was just a lot. And I still was coming with bars. And Lotto seen that week and was like, man, you hard. I've been seeing you. That's the week he really was referring to. So that week right there gave me a lot of confidence, because I felt like I came out one of the hardest ones that week.
And see, you know what? That's all because you never gave up.
And I made a new friend that week. A lot of the homies, shout out free luck, free Cardinal Fitted Luck. It's one of the homies that's in the pen. I didn't even know him. I met him on the gram. And he tagged me taking sides with the other homie, and he tagged me in the video and he was dissing me. I'm like, who the hell is this nigga in the pen? And you know, and we went back and forth and we became homies through Instagram, through social media, and now it's like 3-4 years later and that's my boy. Free him.
So, all because you stayed consistent. Free him. Now listen up. The first time I heard Got It All, like we said, RP Big B, you were with Big B. You was getting that coffee cake. You was getting that Kool-Aid. Exactly. Okay, now was that the first time you said Got It All?
Good. He know the coffee cakes and the good.
You got the good. Now was that the first time you said Got It All? Or had you been saying it, and that was the first time you posted it on the ground?
I had been saying it a while, but I had been saying it ever since. I got it from Future, because Future, another one of my favorite artists. His early mixtapes, Dirty Sprite, Astronaut Status. He would have these skits, and on the skits it would be him going into a convenience store, getting Sprite bottles, and the store owner was like Apu or something, and I think it was OG Double D that died. Was he from Atlanta? Part of the free band, little Future group, and he would be like, got it all, coming to get some of that Sprite, and he would always say, got it all in skits, and me and the homie would play and say that after the mixtapes was going viral, and I kept saying it with everything. So a lot of people to this day don't even know where I got it from, but my homies know we was listening to the Future mixtapes on them skits, and I just started saying it and saying it and saying it, and it caught. Everybody, man, that's catchy. You need to keep saying that.
Well,
and I kept saying it.
That's a Clap It Up exclusive right there. Exclusive on nobody else know about it, but y'all gonna know about it off of here. And now it took you 7 days to write this, and you said it just flowed from the tongue. Now, did you at one point write everything out for Really From the Village and then restart, or was it just 7 days of piecing it up, wrapping it to yourself, and just continuously piecing it up?
It was really like more so like 7 days of me just listening to the instrumentals, trying to catch a flow. You know, 5 to 7 days, probably a little less than that, probably exaggerated, but it was just me trying to catch a flow of what I'm gonna actually say, because he didn't even give me a topic. He just said, take these beats,
just do it,
cook something up for us. And I ain't ever did this, and I'm like, you know, and by like the 5th day, 6th day, it came together.
So were you like going to sleep to the beat, waking up to the beat?
That type of shit. Like every throughout the day, I just play it for maybe 10 minutes, listen to it. I had all type of other stuff written down. It's crazy, and what I end up saying came out being the best thing to be said.
Damn. Yep. Because she for sure hit that. Now, when you lay your verse, like you said, you didn't have the most faith in it.
Yeah.
Okay, now why weren't you feeling it that much?
Because I didn't even know how to record. I've been in the studio a couple times, but it was always nothing serious. Like everybody just be bullshitting playing. This session was serious.
Yeah.
And I didn't really understand how it worked. Even the terminology, like, oh, shit the engineer was telling me to do, and the ins and outs and the doubles. I didn't know none of that. And so when I first said it and hearing the feedback in the mic as I'm rapping, I'm like, man, that ain't how I sound. That ain't how I thought it was gonna sound.
Yeah.
But when the engineer did his little thing and put them doubles together and when he put it together, it was like, bruh, and he told us instantly before he even turned the volume up, he said, y'all got a hit. I'll never forget that. Ground Zero Productions, Ground Zero Studios. And he didn't get his just due on that song because he needed a tag or something, because we recorded that in the backyard,
in the backyard?
In a backyard studio, in a garage. It was a little put together studio.
Yeah.
And before he turned the volume up, he looked at us and said, y'all got a hit right now. Watch this.
Damn.
And he went like this and turned it up. And when I heard my voice come on, fuck being broke though, got it, and I was like, bruh, and it dropped. We still didn't think it was gonna do what it did, but that engineer said, y'all got a hit, and shout out to him. Belizean Haba, my Belizean boy, Ground Zero.
Now see that's crazy, because I know a lot of people, when they hear their voice over that mic, they be kind of like, oh, I don't want to hear that. Was it hard for you to listen to your voice over that mic, or were you more so like amazed, like that?
As I was rapping, it was hard, but once I was done rapping and it was done, then he turned that volume down of all that feedback while I'm rapping. And when he, like I say, when he turned it up, when he did his little mixing, he did his little light mixing, because it was a soft light mix. It wasn't even mixed that we put out, and it still went crazy. Like Snoop said, if it's good, it's good.
Right, and then you said that when you officially got the song, you still wasn't feeling it, but you sent it to your boy, and the numbers went crazy.
Yeah.
Now, did that make you feel a lot better about your verse?
Hell yeah! What made me feel super better was I posted the computer screen. You know, after you do a song, everybody want to post in the studio. So I posted the computer screen that next morning. I had a studio session that next morning at like 6, 7 a.m. With another homie. I went and did that, and I went back to my camera log, like, man, I got this little post from last night. Let me post it, see how it worked. And I posted like at 6 or 7 a.m. of just a computer screen with my lyrics on the screen as he was recording me. And one of my homies, J.Brock, had commented, "Who is that? That's you?" I'm like, "Yeah, send that to me right now." And he sent it to him. He posted it. And then Joe Moses was under his comment. Who is that? And he tagged me. My boy tagged me. That's my boy Hot Sauce. He tagged me. And before you know it, it just went viral from there.
Crazy. Okay, now the remix lit the city up. Really for the Village remix lit it up. The video went crazy. And the thing is, whether you liked it or not, you had to go and look at what the hell they just did. Because y'all went crazy on that. Now let me ask you this. Building the song and having to select the people to get on there, did that become overwhelming because so many people was tapping in? Give me another song. Was that hard for y'all?
I mean, it wasn't really hard for us because at the time we got so many homies that spit gas. Lotto wasn't really tripping on the remix, to be honest, because when the first one came out, it overshadowed his mixtape. So that song was for his mixtape, and it overshadowed his whole mixtape, and it was like he wasn't tripping on the remix. But Brazy Boy hopped in my DM immediately, like the first week the original one dropped on Facebook. Hey, Blood, I need to be on the remix of that.
He was on you.
Like, we just dropped this song, but it was easy because we had so many homies rapping at the time, and we knew, at least we felt like we knew who was the hottest spitters. He let me basically take control, to be honest. A lot of was like, man, I'll let you do it. You pick who gassing up. I'm like, oh, that's easy. I know who's doing it right now, you know? And so recently, you posted to 1.9 million views. You almost had 2 million views on that. How proud of you of everyone who participated and, you know, that whole entire moment for y'all community? Man, I'm super proud because I didn't think we was going to do all of that. I'm super proud. I see that video all the time, and it's like everything from the street signs to the shit. Everything you see in that video, like literally, I told that cameraman, shout out to Shaggy, rest in peace. I told Shaggy, bro, put this in here, put this in here. When you see the street signs, the park, when you see Mount Vernon Elementary, he didn't want to go to Audubon. I'm like, no, bro, we got to go to Audubon. We got to go here. Get that sign. Get the Washington sign. Get the Crenshaw Adams sign. Like, we got enough sauce. I'm like, no, bro, get this. So when he put it all together, we sat with him for 8 hours.
Damn.
For 8 hours.
Ooh, y'all put that time
It took him like over a week to even start it. And I kept like, man, you started yet? Usually the video will be back in 2-3 weeks. He hadn't even started. He said, bro, I got too much footage. I'm going to come to y'all and sit with y'all and let y'all see how hard this shit is. And we sat with Shaggy from like 12 noon We wasn't done till like 8:30, and he still hadn't added no effects. Just putting the scenes together. And I handpicked, me and Lotto handpicked every little thing we wanted to be shown. And you know, Shaggy put his little editing on there, his magic, and you know, it came together.
Y'all did that. You know what I'm saying? And we got to clap it up for that moment, because that was big. Now, your dedication, hitting the studio, like I said, in your work uniform. You posted something recently up in there going crazy. You said you was on break in the studio.
I was on
How did
break.
you get the opportunity to go to the studio on break? Did you take your break where the studio was?
Nah, hell no. I work way in the opposite. I work in a whole other opposite city, southbound. Studio way downtown. But you know, call the engineer like, hey, you available? He like, yeah. What's up, G? He cool as hell. Shout out my boy Paris, Visionary Studios, and I hit him up. They be giving us long split breaks a lot of times as operators, 3-hour splits, 4-hour splits, where you're unpaid, you're off the clock. You might be split from 10 a.m. to 1:30 p.m.
Oh, that gotta suck.
You're off the clock to do what the hell you want to do. You're not getting paid unless it's over 3 hours.
Yeah.
And you're gonna sit here for 3 hours and go home. And so I'm utilizing my time. I'm off the clock. I don't got to clock back in till 1. Paris, you available? I just need 1 hour, not even an hour. Oh yeah, what time, man? Like 11 to 12. Pull up, G. I got you. Smash over there. I'm telling my coworkers I'm about to come back with a hit. Watch this, and they laughing at me. And I literally come back to work during my break. Break with a song, and they like,
dedication.
You crazy.
Dedication,
Like,
dedication. You gotta be that hungry.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause I understand a lot of people got jobs, and it's hard for you to do what you want to do with your life. But you have to make a way.
Yeah,
Hot Sauce is continuously making a way. Like you said, you can go on Hot Sauce and see him in uniform. You shot a video, hopped off the bus in your uniform, straight to a video.
Seriously.
That's the type of dedication.
Shout out my boy J.Brock. That song on all platforms right now. Love the grind.
You gotta love the grind. Talking about the grind, you have to be that dedicated if you want your dreams to come true in your life. I'm sorry, that's the only way to get to it. It's life. It ain't fair, but like this shirt say here, good pressure, baby. You know what I mean? Pressure busts pipes, but it also makes diamonds.
Yeah, hold on.
Now listen, you drop Feature Hendrix, and you sell the hand copies. Okay, what made you go this route to sell your CDs? Feature Hendrix 1 and 2. What made you do it like that?
I'm like, I could capitalize on the streaming. On the streaming, you getting pennies to each stream, maybe $1. You know, it's crumbs basically. One physical copy, I'm only charging 10. You might want to give me 15. He might want to give me 20. Even if I get the 10, I'm getting 10 per disc. And shout out Trap LA. Trap LA really made it possible. That's my manufacturer who made my CDs. He do posters, digital billboards, merch, everything. You know, Trap LA he got a dope package for you with different quantities and different packaging to make it affordable for you to get a big bulk to where you're selling it, you put your dollar amount on it. Even if I would have put it for $3, I would have made a double up.
Okay.
I said 10, so I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna work. And then watching Nipsey do it with the whole proud to pay thing, like it's possible. And then I got people that really mess with me, and I gave it a shot, and it worked.
Now check this out. You came from nobody really working with you, listening to you rapping, to now people listening to you all over the world.
Crazy.
You got a post where you sending packages. It look like to
Japan, Switzerland, Canada, Africa, everywhere.
Yeah. Okay. Now, how was the outcome of you selling your CDs? Were you proud of that? You know, the CDs sold?
I was super proud of that. Every time I walked into that post office, I felt like I was Nip. Like, it's gotta be how he felt.
Yeah, the marathon.
Especially when I would have a lot of them, give it a few days, and I would have a bunch of them. I got a couple posts where it's like I had so many.
Man, you had a whole
the addresses was just crazy. Honolulu, Carson, Pico Rivera, Washington. Delaware, Atlanta. I was like, man, this is active.
And you know what? That's what y'all gotta understand. Whatever y'all believe in, do it.
For real.
Everybody ain't gonna feel you. Like you said, even about the Really from the Village. Everybody didn't like it.
Yeah.
You can't please everybody.
Can't.
But you gonna have a certain amount of people that love what you're doing. You gotta do it for them. You gotta do it because it makes you happy. Now, you got the chance to kick game with Nip. You know what I mean? And you posted the picture, and Nip not only just talked to you, Nip followed you back.
Yeah, well, that was different. That was different times. So the picture with Nipsey was on Father's Day before I even had started rapping, actually. And so, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I seen Nipsey on the gram that he was over there at the fish spot. It was a new spot on Redondo and Pico at the fish spot. And I'm like, it's me in Brooklyn, me and my daughter rolling around for Father's Day. And I'm looking at my gram like, oh, he right there. I'm about to pull up over there.
Oh, you just seen him and hopped out?
I seen him right there. I swear to God, the story how it happened, I seen him right there. And I smashed over there and got over there, hopped out. And I'm looking, I see people out here. I see foreigners out here. I look at Nipsey was right there in the truck. And I'm like, man, Nip, you think I get a picture with you and my daughter for Father's Day? And he looked at my daughter like, oh yeah, for sure. And he hopped out and he like, get this flick from me and him. And I gave my phone to his boy, and his boy started snapping before we even start posing. So his boy was getting off guard shots, and he got that perfect shot as soon as our first introduction when we locked hands. And that wasn't the picture we was trying to take. His boy just started snapping. He like, I got some dope ones. The off guard ones is even better.
Yeah, the
and
off
that's how
guard.
that picture came together. And I posted it, tagged him. It was a whole year, some change later. When I ain't gonna say a year, months later, maybe like 4 or 5, 6 months later, once Really From the Village and all my music went viral. I don't know how it happened. I got a bunch of likes from Nipsey, and he liked that photo. Now that photo was way down my timeline. That photo, you know, I post a lot.
So he had the
that photo. I don't know if he went to the tag photo. I don't know if somebody showed him, but he liked that photo first with me and him on Father's Day.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh shit. Then it said Nipsey Hussle's following you. I'm like, never. I'm like, never. I click on it. I see the blue certified check mark. I see that screenshot straight to my boy. Nigga, look. He like, I told you, bro. Keep going. Keep going. Shark like, keep going, bro.
That's crazy.
And that was just like, man. So now I'm doing music, but when I met him, I wasn't even doing music. I was semi doing comedy. I was ending the comedy. Like, I'm with my daughter in this situation with house to house. I was at my mom's at the time. I wasn't even at the shelter yet. So the music wasn't even in my vision yet. And months later, I'm doing music, and he seen all of that.
He remembered you.
And he tapped on. And I was like, man, that's crazy.
Crazy how that came full circle for you like that. That's so crazy how that came full circle. Now look, we got to get into this bar for bar, okay? And what you got to understand is the bars that I pick out are things that may go over your head. But this is what I want you to get out of this. Hot Sauce went through a whole lot before he got to this point today, as y'all know him. You know what I'm saying? So listen, he was dropping his freestyles and this explosive freestyle. I loved your flow on that. You feel me? So on this explosive freestyle, I actually piece by piece it. You said, I'm getting drunk scanning pictures of my childhood. Suicidal thoughts, but then I see my daughter's eyes. And then you talk about the depression part. You said depression will take you under. You got to fight it. Depression will take you under, okay? Now, at that point in time, how therapeutic was it for you to just jump on IG and post a video like that?
Man, it was super therapeutic, you know? I would drop my daughter off in the mornings and drop her off at school. And I would have like 3 or 4 hours. That's when I would do my workout thing when I was working out. And then I would always have these beats in my head. Even taking her to school, I would start to get these thoughts. Like, man, I'm about to gas up, you know? And shit, I'd drop her off, hit the corner, park somewhere, and it'd just be my little chill moment before I take my drive back to the house or wherever I would be going, you know? And just to receive attention back, you know?
And you know what? That's good. Like I said, that you even did that. Because for so many people, they go into this dark hole. And you know, that's another thing too. Just understanding that your purpose in life is more. It's bigger than what's going on. And so you say, I smile at work, but that don't mean that I like it. And I can understand that, bro.
Yeah, seriously.
Hating to work for people, having to do what they say, it feel like they got too much control over your life. But you are kind of different because you say like, nigga, I work a 9 to 5 and I do what I got to do for that. Are you proud of working your 9 to 5? Do you enjoy it, or are you more so like, okay, I got to do it right now, and I'm gonna just be happy with it?
Well, now I enjoy it. I'm not gonna lie. Like now, at first, when I said that line, I smiled, but I don't like it. I was doing security at a high-rise building in Santa Monica. A bunch of uppity white class people, and you could feel the slight. You feel like it's racism because you're black, but you don't know for sure. But they definitely treated the security guards differently, and we were all black and everybody else was white. The engineers of the building were all white. The engineers would tell on us if we would do anything wrong. And you know, that job right there was where I said I smile, but I don't like it because I would have to walk in. Hey, good morning. Hey, good morning, Maria. Hey, good morning, Miss Allison. Hey, you know, and sit there like this and all of that, you know. But with Metro, it gave me a different pride because like, okay, this is a career company. I'm a bus operator right now, but I'm liable to be a field supervisor next year. I'm liable to be the CEO right now of Metro is a black man, and he started as an operator.
That's big.
You know, a lot of people don't know that. The CEO started as an operator, and he's a black man. So being with Metro, I'm like, the possibilities is endless. They have so many different departments with mechanics. They help you go to school. They'll pay for a part of your tuition if you want to get into any program to switch departments. So with Metro, I enjoy it. You know, it has its times where it's like, man, I don't want to go to work. But then I see other people going to work doing construction. Hard back-breaking work.
Facts.
You know, I'm chilling under an AC, whether it's rain, sleet, snow, sunny. If it's hot outside, I got an AC. If it's raining outside, I'm under. You feel me? So it's like that make me be thankful. And then my pay raises, the pay raises especially. You start down here, and I was down here for 3-4 years at the security job. I probably moved right here, and that's not even moved, just literally an inch. With Metro, I started right here. Every year. And I'm like right here. I'm like, ooh, and the ceiling is still high. But I'm not complaining. I'm going to work.
Oh man,
I'm going to work.
I hate it.
I'm seeing homies break their back doing illegal stuff. I got to check a few months ago. That shit was like what, like 40-something hundred net pay, and I'm like, I get paid in 2 more weeks. This check was 4,600 net pay. My gross was more than that. And that ain't even a lot to people, but I'm saying I went to a 9 to 5, drove a bus for a few hours a day, and this check net pay, I ran it up them 2 weeks, but I'm walking home with 4 bands and some, and I get paid in 14 more days. I don't even have time to spend this money. I'm not mad about anything. You can say fucking 9 to 5. I'm gonna say fuck you.
Hot sauce say take that 9 to 5, and I guess if you looking for hot sauce, say it ain't nothing better than to go to Metro.
Man, Metro.net /careers. Just don't use me. Don't use my name.
I feel that I was the same way.
And I want to say this one part. I've gotten at least 10, 15 people hired. Like Metro low key owe me, because I don't know if you follow me to see that. I've shared this application year after year. I've shared the hiring fairs. I've shared all the information to where there's so many people that follow me who now are operators. And I do that because when I wanted to get with Metro, people would hold information from me. They would post their paycheck, and I'm like, man, where the app at? How I get that? And they would leave you on scene. I'll go look for it. And just being me. So I said, if I get the opportunity with anything, I like to share information. So maybe I should have told people to use me as a reference, because it's a lot of people who got careers with Metro after following me on Facebook and Instagram. I'm gonna share the information.
I wouldn't.
You feel me?
I don't use me as no reference. My attitude at a job is no good, for real. All right, now then you jump on and you say, you know, I'm 30 years old and it's just getting clear. So many opportunities I let disappear.
That was one of my favorite flows right there.
Now, let me ask you this. At 30 years old, we're not talking about now. How much do you feel like you have any regrets of the things that you let pass you by, and why did you let them pass you by?
I just regret. I do. Like when I you know, I don't want to go too much in detail, make it a sad interview, but I grew up in the foster system, and I had a mentor, J.D. Williams, in my life. Was no relation to me, just an older dude who wanted to step in and help me go on the right path. You know, I never met my dad. Mom's was getting herself together, but I'm in the system and I'm messing up. But he stayed in my life from middle school up until even now. We still in contact. And he tried to put me in the Navy coming out of high school, and I was like, nah, I don't want to go. I want to be around my homies and smoke weed and kick it and hang out. That's one of my biggest regrets, not going in there and going full through and joining that Navy, because I got other friends who did it at the same time, and they got so many benefits, and their life is just, you know, but everything happens for a reason. And I also regret not stopping smoking weed when I should have. Just smoking weed, sipping lean, that shit ain't about nothing if you ain't got your shit together.
You know what? I felt that when you made that freestyle, I said, my nigga, he had some battles with that. He had some real life battles with that. Hey, but the boy made it out. For real. You know him. You know what I'm saying? Hot sauce on the move. So let's get into this A Million freestyle. You know what I'm saying? You said my mama gave me chances from the very start. Could have sent me to a group home, but she had a heart. Social workers, therapists, and psychiatrists. A guinea pig to the system. That's why I act like this. You said ignorant, neglected, and often left for dead. I relate to the struggle. My niggas, hold your head. Yeah, I said my foster mom gave me chances from the very start. Could have sent me to a system, but she had a heart. I'm talking about foster mama. So coming into the system at this
time it was like 5th grade.
Yeah.
It was like right a few months before 5th grade culmination when you leave 5th grade going to middle school. And entering Audubon Middle School, it was instant peer pressure. It was instant like, oh, poke your chest out a little bit. I'm walking with homies to school, they already claiming banging, and I'm trying to be like them. And then, you know, at school I started getting into a lot of trouble, like a lot of trouble. Got caught high in class, 7th grade by Mr. Byer. Man, it was all type of stuff. Like, man, a lot of fighting. And every time she would threaten me, I'm gonna call your social worker. I'm gonna call your social worker. You know, I can't deal with this. I live with a principal. So she was a principal. She pushed education. I wanted her to buy me Jordans, and Platinum FUBU was out, and she would never buy none of that. Like, why would I buy that for you? And you got all D's and F's and fails, and only class you passing is PE. Like, why would I go spend $200? So that would make me go to school angry, because every other Friday Jordan dropping a shoe, and my whole crew got them on.
Everybody got them on.
Clowning me because I got some New Balances on, or some old whatever the hell, you know. But I don't know. That right there, I really shout out to Miss Young, Miss Sammy Lee Young. I stayed with that lady for a long time, and she could have been kicked me out, but she didn't. She always held it down for me. From my auntie, rest in peace, my auntie Chazetta will always tell her, please don't put him out. He's in an area where he's close to family. He's going to a school around the people he grew up with. If you put him out, God knows where he's gonna go. So they would beg her, and she would always give me another chance. Always give me another chance. You know, so shout out to her.
Man, shout out to her. And I want you to understand, you're gonna see this, you know, your work did not go in vain.
I appreciate it.
Hot Sauce doing his thing now. When you look back on everything you went through from day one, I'm talking about Hot Sauce, you booming, all the features you got on Instagram. I mean, everything is going so good for you. How proud of you of yourself for staying on it and for never giving up, as well as working on self-improvement. Because to get from there to here, it's a lot of self-improvement, it's a lot of growth. How proud of you are yourself?
Man, I'm very proud, but I often feel like, man, you still ain't did enough. You
I mean, it ain't never, you can never stop
myself,
growing.
But I'll be like, man, you gotta do more. I wake up sometime like, man, you ain't did enough yet. That's all you did. You gotta do more. What about this plan? But I'm very proud of myself when I look back at it, you know, and that's why I don't erase nothing. Like, a lot of people erase a lot of their posts to make it look like, I only got 4 posts. And I've been told you need to clean your gram up. But I leave it with the 4,000 posts, because I literally could scroll to the bottom
and see where you came
follow the change. I could just see, like, man, it's right here. I took so many pictures and posts. My worst time, I can tell you, I was right here at this address. I was in this relationship. It was horrible. And look, this right here is when I first thought about doing the comedy. Look, this is my boy that put me on the comedy. And you could just go up, and just see how it got better and better and better.
I love that. I love that, because that's what you were able to do. Like I said earlier, the Hot Sauce Instagram, it go from phase to phase to phase.
Seriously.
Just like he said. Now, when do you feel like you done with comedy, or do you feel like
I actually want to go back to it? I told myself next year I'm gonna get back to that stage. You hear me? The rap is, so many people want to rap. Everybody want to be a rapper. That's why I never wanted to do the rap thing. I mean, every lane is competitive, but with the rap, it's like, it's just like, man, niggas stop talking to you because you rapping. Niggas stop calling my phone. You know, he looking and turning his nose up at me and shit now, like, because I'm rapping, my nigga. Like, what the fuck? I'm rapping for more just because you mad. And I started coming with that type of thing.
Oh, yeah, that's when you made that video about just do you.
Yeah.
People gonna be mad because you doing you. You gotta understand that. You gotta, now, you're supposed to be, now, when are you gonna come out with the eviction notice?
Now that right there, I've been past that. I'm gonna come up with something else.
Okay.
I had the idea. I was about to upload it, but the music wasn't even mixed. A lot of times I've put music out not even mixed, because I don't be patient. I'm putting it out. I wasn't too knowledgeable. Okay. I'm thinking once I go in and record, it's ready to go. I didn't know it had to be mixed and mastered and sent over here, sent up. I didn't know none of that. So even in Really From the Village original, you could just hear how it just sound like it's distorted at time, but it's like it still went. So with the eviction notice, that was a few years back. I ended up just putting it on SoundCloud. So it's on SoundCloud, but I never put it out on all platforms because I didn't finish to do my artwork. A few of the songs wouldn't take on TuneCore. Shout out to TuneCore. You know, that's how I use the upload. All you up and coming artists, all you independent artists that don't know, TuneCore get you to all major streaming platforms. You know, I love that site right there.
But y'all make sure y'all tap in. Eviction notice is out on SoundCloud. Now, Hot Sauce, what can we expect musically out of 2021? What you working on? Like I said, we see you dropping them features, and they hot, and man, you and Yakahanis going crazy.
Shout out to my sis Yakahanis.
You just did another song project over there on
Project Bo.
Project Bo. You did that, and that's going crazy.
Boy P Poison.
Man, everything you do is going crazy. So what can we expect out of 2021 from you?
I don't know, man. I don't really be having a plan. I just Just go with the flow. Like I should have been had a complete solo project with more of just hot sauce, but I do whatever I feel good. I'm not following y'all blueprint. I'm not following how y'all do. I see people put out 1,000 mixtapes, 1,000 albums, and still ain't got half the buzz I got. I'm doing what works for me, and it's been working. And what's not broke, don't fix it.
Don't fix it.
You feel me? So I go with the flow. If I feel a beat, I'm dropping something. You send me something, I want to hop on this, and I feel it, we dropping it. And I'm just going with the flow. But I want to get back to comedy too, though.
Okay, well, hey, check this out. Y'all heard it here on Clap It Up LA. Y'all make sure y'all tap into that eviction notice out on SoundCloud. If y'all ain't tapped in, y'all better tap in because he's going crazy and everything he touches is going viral. You dig what I'm saying? Hey, this is Clap It Up LA and this is Good Pressure.
Got it all, got it all.
Let's get it.
Hold on.